So as well as having various placards that people can pick up for the walk, we have an 80-foot long flag, you might have noticed lying on the ground there, and that has come here with Ken Coolin from Vancouver Pride. And
Hey, Ken! Yes!
I was told that the story about this flag is worth knowing, so he's going to come up and tell us about the flag that we're going to be carrying.
Welcome, Ken.
How's everybody doing? So, Vancouver Pride is so excited about being here. We think that this is such an awesome thing that we're doing. I know that this is the 4th annual. Now, we talked about it also being Idaho, International Day Against Homophobia. It is the 20th anniversary of Idaho. Now, does anybody know why it's May 17th? 20 years ago today, the World Health Organization removed homosexuality as a disease from the listed diseases in the World Health Organization. So as of that day, we weren't sick anymore. So that is what Idaho is celebrating. So feel free to celebrate that. That's what it's all about. In the Second World War, most of you remember the Nazis put symbols on various groups. The Star of David was on the Jews and so on. The pink triangle was a symbol they put on gay men because gay men were one of the groups that they attacked and put in concentration camps and did horrific things to. When that all ended, the pink triangle sort of became a stigma, a mark. We sort of took it back and claimed it as our own. But in 1978, a very good friend of Harvey Milk's, a gentleman named Gilbert Baker, said, we need something different. We need to have something that represents us. And in 1978, on a little Singer sewing machine, he sewed the first ever Pride flag. And the original Pride flag has 8 colors. The reason it got reduced to 6 is because back in 1978, the colors pink and indigo were not in flag makers' repertoires. Nowadays they can do anything. So what you see over there is the flag with the original 8 colors. And this was actually sewn for Vancouver Pride on the 30th anniversary of the rainbow flag by Gilbert Baker, the man who sewed the very first rainbow flag. So this is an incredible, this is a piece of art, this is a piece of history. So Gilbert Baker donated this to us for the 30th anniversary of Vancouver Pride, which was also the 30th anniversary of the rainbow flag. So the rainbow flag is 32 years old this year, and we celebrate that. And so when you're carrying that flag, just remember that this symbol that was sewn on a little sewing machine is now an international symbol, and that's the way that little acts can change the world, just like us marching today in Campbell River. Excited to be here, and I'm looking forward to marching with you. Thanks.
Mayor Charlie Cornfield to read the proclamation that he signed, and to thank him very much for flying the rainbow flag at City Hall this morning.
How are you? Good, super. So I'm very pleased to be here and read the proclamation from the City of Campbell River. And it said, whereas the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms recognizes that no discrimination shall be made on the basis of sexual orientation, and whereas the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights, and whereas Campbell River is a society open to everyone, including lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, two-spirited, intersex, genderqueer, sexual community. They all play an important part in the rich fabric of our diversity. And whereas Campbell River's community members and leaders have taken a leadership role in the fight for the elimination of all forms of discrimination, and are committed to equal treatment for all people and their right to live in conditions of dignity, respect, and peace. And whereas this year's theme, Speaking About Silence, Homophobia in the Sports World, CR Pride through AIDS Vancouver Island, its partners, and other organizations makes the general public of all ages and diverse social, cultural, and economic positions more aware of the GLBT issue in classrooms, boardrooms, living rooms, and locker rooms, both in our community and beyond. This day furthers the inclusion and celebration of GLBT persons in all areas of society, including sport. And as the Minister of Justice, Kathleen Wheel, states, no form of discrimination is welcome in the sports world. Being an athlete is also about the values of justice, equality, team unity, respect, and dignity, and fighting any form of discrimination. Our city pledges to continue to work to create safer and more inclusive places, including but not limited to recreation centers, fields, and other sports facilities for all its citizens. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Charlie Cornfield, Mayor of the City of Campbell River, do hereby proclaim and declare May 17th, 2010 as Day Against Homophobia in the City of Campbell River, Province of British Columbia, and encourage community members to send a strong message that everyone is welcome, safe, and valued in our community. Thank you.
Is this fine? Good. So Claire cannot be here today, but she is here in spirit, and her words that I read to you express her thoughts. So this is a statement from your MLA, Claire Trevenna. Standing up against all forms of discrimination is essential. We cannot judge any one person on the basis of colour, of religion, of age, or of sexuality. Homophobia means the fear of homosexuality, but sadly, in reality, it is more than that. It is bullying, it is aggression, and it is an attack on people whose sexual orientation is not what is perceived as the mainstream. We have to work together to overcome discrimination. We have to educate our young people. We have to talk openly about it. And we have to be prepared to stand up and say that everyone is equal. I am sorry I'm not able to join you in this walk, but this is an important action and an important symbol in the ongoing effort to end discrimination. And that's from your MLA, Claire Trevenna.